I'm not entirely positive, but I think I've taken the wrong turn. Into the hood. Pin-ups of Daytona. Women, Wednesday through Sunday, open. The women are open? So finally, after months of waiting to do another race between the two cars, we start this next one in Daytona Beach, Florida. Today we are standing pretty much right under the Dunlawton Avenue bridge, and we're starting at Dunlawton Avenue and racing all the way up to Beach Street.
Flip a coin. Tails. So that means I win. So that means I get to choose, or wait.
Yeah, that means you get to choose.
Okay, so I want to take Ridgewood and go inland.
Really?
Yeah.
Yes! I hate driving that way. I know the direct route from A1A over to Beach Street, so I don't have to worry about that. But Nick does. But Nick also drives more. I've probably driven 200 miles since we moved here a month ago yesterday. I don't drive much. Anyway, we need to go. Let's go. All right, so here we are. I am starting up the hoopty. It's been a while since we've done radio. There are no good radio stations in Daytona Beach, I'm convinced. But nevertheless, it has been a while since I did a race, since I was in a video. I think we're starting back this week with me doing one video a week, which I've missed. I've missed doing the automotive stuff. So yeah, I am ready to rock and roll whenever. We're gonna do this. So I'm taking the inland route, which I think will be quicker. Now Patrick seems, I think, pretty convinced that the A1A, the main highway route on the island, is going to be quicker. And yeah. So unfortunately, the battery in this GoPro for some reason didn't charge. I don't know why. I don't know what's wrong. It was on the charger for hours today, charging, obviously. I am near nothing. I miss my backup camera so much. Good thing is, the next car we are getting is going to have a backup camera. I think we have officially decided we're not going to release it just yet, but there has been some flip-flop as to what we're thinking about getting and everything. But I finally found, I think, what is me, because it will replace the hoopty here, as well as what is like in the price range we're looking at and everything. It's also very, very fitting for the channel, so I think it's going to be great, and I'm really, really excited for it. Okay, so the only downside to taking A1A is I can't take Peninsula, which is essentially the road that everyone who lives here uses to get around, because A1A is always just filled with tourists and stupid people like me. So I can't take that road, which is essentially just a back road bypass around all of Daytona Beach shores and up through Daytona Beach. That is the biggest downside. Another big downside to what I'm having to do is I have to sit here and wait. Of course, Nick has to sit here and wait too. But if Miss Dumb, her little Volkswagen Jetta, would go, the rest of us could too. Okay, so I have to pull out here really quickly, turn right, making sure not to hit any pedestrians, and then I need to turn left. So here's actually kind of the pain of this. Under the bridge, you have to go one way, and there's only room for like 3-4 cars, so you kind of have to just go, honey. There's someone on their phone. It's not, texting and driving is not safe, everybody. It is not safe. Totally not using my phone while I'm driving. Let's go with that. So we're good here. I made the turn. I hope Patrick makes the turn. He's going to be able to make the turn, and we are now separated. So I am now heading over the bridge into land, and Patrick is now heading to the highway on the island. So yeah, that's kind of it. I have loved Daytona Beach so far. I mean, to say that they're like I don't know. I love Daytona Beach. The views and everything. I mean, right now, I don't know if you can see behind me, but if you can, there's the ocean behind me right now. Over here, there's like, I think they call it the intercoastal waterway, whatever, but that's basically like a river that runs in between the island that, like over there and then the land here. So it's just great, and it's absolutely stunning. Like 10 out of 10, absolutely love it. So
to get over here. We are now about to pull on to South Atlantic Avenue, which is essentially where all of the beaches are. Well, the one beach. I suppose there's just one beach. Yeah. The past few weeks living here have been so much fun. So many Land Rovers, which I love. There's even been a huge supercar scene here, which has really surprised me. Just about every day we go out, we see this beautiful red Ferrari F430 Spider. Absolutely gorgeous car. There's been Aventadors. I've seen a Chiron the other week. We were sitting here and a Nismo GTR drove by with a Chiron, which was probably one of the most surprising things I've ever seen. I really would never have expected to see a Chiron here in Daytona Beach, considering it's, how do you say redneck nicely?
Patrick and I have been waiting so long to move to Florida. I mean, he mentioned this in his update video about moving to Florida, but like, we've waited so long to move to Florida, and the fact we're finally here. You a Model S, or that was a Model 3. It's hard to tell them apart for me. I don't know why. I know most people are like, that's a Model 3, that's a Model S. I can't tell Teslas apart. I don't know why. But, yeah, I don't know. I've been loving Florida. It's just great. It's just great. So, at this point, Patrick is already headed towards where we're going, right? The thing is, he then has to come across a bridge when he gets up there. Whereas I've already cut across a bridge and I'm about to turn right. And for me, the rest of the way, I am en route to the destination. I'm not going out of my way at all to get to the destination. Now, here's the thing. I have absolutely, like, I'm not using GPS here necessarily because I kind of know where we're going. But at the same time, I typically come from the other way. So this is going to be interesting because we've been here a few times already. I'm excited. Oh man, it's great to be back in the races. It really, really is.
Diverse. Well, it's an interesting place. I love it. Don't get me wrong, I'm not complaining about the area. I absolutely love it here. We can walk right over from the house, which is like right over there, to the beach, right over there, and it takes like 5 minutes. So it's just, I love living here. But to say it's not filled with a bunch of college rednecks who really kind of fuck up the area would be a lie. Funny enough, where I never went to college, I was never into the spring break thing in high school, obviously. I mean, I was never really into all of that, so I never really heard the stories of Daytona Beach. And then when I started telling people that I was moving here, they would all go, oh. And I never understood why. I didn't understand why people would be like, oh, I get it now.
But, okay, going back to this. I mean, there's no good radio in Daytona Beach. Nothing good. 7-Elevens everywhere. We've got Wawa here. It's great. It's great. Gas is a lot more expensive, though, here than it was back in Tennessee. I will say that. Paying like $2.75 for regular normal gas isn't bad, and that's what I put in this. Like, I mean, it's a hoopty, right? Nobody cares. I put regular gas in the car. However, with, you know, Patrick's paying over $3 a gallon for like his Rover, and yikes, it's crazy.
I said I knew where I was going. There's a beautiful L405 with some bad wheel rash. Another thing I really like about Daytona Beach is there aren't a lot of red lights, at least beachside. There are non-beachside in the land area. Hey, there's people from Tennessee in front of me. That's weird. This is the first time I've seen that. A lot of people from Quebec, which has surprised me. Why the f*** are you driving down here? Fly.
We're just going up through Port Orange here, through South Daytona, and then into Daytona Beach, to where we'll be able to get over to Beach Street, downtown Daytona Beach area, and that'll be that. It's a pretty simple drive from this point. I mean, it's just me going straight. The biggest thing here, though, is I'm curious where Patrick is in relation, because he had a big head start while I was going over the bridge. The thing is, he has to get up to International and do all that stuff, and then go on International Speedway Boulevard, all the way over to Beach Street here. Now, this race, if like I win by a big margin, or even if Patrick wins by a big margin, there is something that could change that, because there is a bridge that's closed right now that drops you right where we're going. However, once that bridge opens, that could change the entire dynamic of this race, right? So that would be an interesting thing to do as well, is to see how that would change things if that bridge was to be opened, and all of that. So, I don't know, I'm really excited. I'm really excited for what's to come. Patrick has some really cool stuff involving like public transport on the races, and like Uber and Lyft and all of that stuff. And I'm really excited to kind of take the automotive channel in a cool direction. I mean, like, we're still going to be, you know, going in-depth ownership of cars, but like having some fun, you know, once a week with a crazy race like this, where we're just trying to see who wins to a certain destination, or testing out two different like services, like Uber versus Lyft or something like that. That is a really, really nice Corvette. Okay, bye everyone. Thank you for watching, and I understand you unsubscribing. I just said a Corvette was nice. I thought from a distance, I'm not gonna lie, that it was the new BMW Z4. But you know, it was from a distance. Then as I got closer, I realized it was a Corvette. I could only see like the front like wheel of it. So anyway, long story short, I'm sorry, but it's Corvette country here. I mean, literally, the Chevy dealership here has a Corvette experience. Literally, it has a Corvette experience. So it is just 100% Corvettes, an entire lot of a dealership dedicated to it.
I'm not too sure where we'll move next year. I like the Daytona Beach area because there's so much car culture here. A lot of Corvettes, an overwhelming amount of Corvettes, but that's okay. Car culture here is great, but really Central Florida and Southern Florida are really good places for cars. But I've really enjoyed living here because it has much more of a smaller town feel than Orlando does. And as I've said a million times, we wanted to move to Orlando for years, but ended up moving here at like the spare of the moment decision. There's been good and bad parts to that. We moved in on Bike Week, which was absolutely hilarious. Bike Week started the day after we moved in, and I, within 2 days, never wanted to see a bike again, ever. I hated it. They're so loud, they're so obnoxious, the people who ride them were so rude and would just do whatever the hell they wanted. It was so obnoxious. But then that ended. And then it's been a lot of spring break people, which is almost as equally as obnoxious, but luckily we're closer down. Well, actually, we pretty much are down in the Daytona Beach Shores area, which is kind of like south of Daytona Beach, even though they're like right on top of each other. It's hard to explain. For anyone who's ever been here, I'm sure you've seen the signs that say Daytona Beach Shores, life's better here. And kind of.
There is a state trooper, I believe. Yes, I'm not doing anything. I'm really not. I mean, that's one of the things. There's no, like, you know, back in Tennessee, we had the back roads. We could go fast and do all that stuff. In this case, there's not really any back roads or anything. I mean, I'm in traffic. I can't really go faster than traffic's going. So we're just going at the speed of traffic, and we get there when we get there, and hope that our route choosing was better than, you know, Patrick's. I mean, that's kind of what it's down to. It's like, who had the best route choice? However, there is a little area right here where I can speed up a little bit. That person went a little crazy with their Remax branding on their car, I'm not going to lie. I'm curious how long it's going to take us to get here as well. And that's the thing. For all I know, I am like 30 seconds away, or I am 20 minutes away, and I have absolutely no idea about, like, how long it's going to take, or, like, anything like that. So, nevertheless, I'm going to spare Patrick editing all of this, and I think what I'm going to do is just kind of, like, sit here for a second. I would turn on music, but it's just bad. Does anyone know any good radio stations in, like, Daytona Beach, Orlando even? Like, we can get most Orlando radio stations here. It's kind of sad. I mean, and okay, I know I said I was going to do a little cut real quick, but I mean, seriously, I am in the hoopty. I don't have the ability to use my phone for music really at all. Okay, we have an FM receiver, but it's bad, okay?
Daytona Beach Shores is a lot nicer in the regards of there's less tourism. If you go up north to where we're going now, near International Speedway Boulevard, there's just people everywhere, which just stresses me out. One of the things I've noticed and remembered about myself is that I hate large groups of people unless we have a common interest. If we have a common interest, such as Land Rovers or cars in general or anything, I don't mind it at all. In fact, I'd really enjoy it. But the people who hang out on the beach here aren't necessarily my group of people. Now, we moved here so we could easily walk on the beach and have fun and enjoy the sand and take the dog to the beach down in Ponce Inlet. And don't get me wrong, that last part has been great, but if you walk on the beach during the day here, it is just, if you can get through the smoke, you'll be fine. But if you can't, Woo.
For music, so I just kind of have to live with it. Like, I have to live with what radio stations there are, and there are no good ones. I'm rambling at this point. I've been rambling for like 8 minutes, so yeah.
So I don't exactly know where I am. I know I need to get to ISB because I need to get to Beach Street. So map. Zoom out. Beach Street. So that's Holly Hill. Summer Beach. Okay, that's the closed bridge. So I need. Wait, do I need the next bridge?
I really hope Patrick's GoPro doesn't die. I know this is, but like I'm sitting here thinking, if Patrick if his GoPro dies, then this is 100% like I have to make up the meat of this video, which is fine. But like I don't know. So I don't want to stop talking for too long in case his GoPro dies. There's some sustenance in the video. But do you really want to sit here and listen to me just ramble for so long? I don't know anymore. I really don't. I have no clue what's going on. All I know is we're in Florida. There's palm trees everywhere, and it's incredible. It's absolutely incredible. Patrick and I talk about all the time how it's just amazing. You can look outside and see like palm trees and like tall buildings and all this stuff that like it just blows our mind. Like, I don't know. I'm extraordinarily grateful for where we get to live and what we get to do every day. I mean, we get to do stuff like this every day. It's amazing. Absolutely amazing. Also, on this road, we're in South Daytona. On this road, there are so many motels. Not hotels, motels. Like sketchy motels. And I'm just curious, like, how these places stay in business, because there's no one ever there. But they're open. And they have, like, vacancy. But other than that, nobody's ever there. There's one. Only one car in the parking lot. One car in the parking lot. And I get, like, it's the middle of the day, I guess. You know, maybe people are just staying in there for one night. But I don't know. That one, same thing. 2 cars. One was parked, like, where the staff would park. But I don't understand how these places stay open. I mean, good for them, but, like, I don't know. It's just kind of crazy to me. Like, who is booking rooms at these places? And I guess it's just for one night. I don't know. At this point, there is a red, or is it purple? It's like a reddish purple LR4 over there with black lettering and a black grille. It was absolutely beautiful. God, I can't wait to get what's next. I'm so excited for the next car. I really want to just like leak it, but I'm not going to do that. It'd be kind of funny if Patrick censored it and then people could guess in the comments what my lips said, but like what my mouth, like, you know, like read my lips basically. I think that would be interesting. But I don't know. I'm not gonna do that. But it is going to make for some fun races. It's going to make for some fun times. It's just going to be incredible. And I can't wait to like hear that original exhaust note of it and everything. Ugh, it's going to be great. And I know you guys are going to love it. I know the channel is just going to blow up when we unveil that. I'm so ready to get rid of the hoopty too. Like, this has been a nice car, but it still leaks oil. We need an oil change. Like, we are at less than 1,000 miles away from an oil change.
Ways. This is perfectly legal. What I'm doing is legal in Daytona Beach. International Speedway Boulevard, which I think, so it says DeLand is that way. DeLand. This is the island, that's DeLand. So, this? International. Okay. I know where I am now, and there's no traffic coming from this way, so I can just go straight on through. Sweet.
You know, it needs new brakes now, probably new rotors as well, to be honest. The crack in the windshield, right? It's still there, and it just seems to keep getting just a hair bigger over and over and over again. Is this where I'm... Yes, okay, so I think this is where I'm turning. I'm turning here, and I don't know if this is the correct turn, but it's where I'm turning. And yes, I picked the correct road to turn on. All right.
I'm not entirely positive, but I think I've taken the wrong turn. Into the hood. Pinups of Daytona? Women, Wednesday through Sunday, open. The women are open? Might try that.
Wow, that was quick. That was really quick. Oh man, I hope, like, that's it. I'm like, I see where we're going already. And that was just instant. Just took a turn and I was there. Okay, cool. God, I thought this was farther away. Either I picked a very, very good route, or this is a lot closer than I thought.
But my favorite part about living here is honestly just driving over these bridges, listening to music, and seeing the view of the ocean mixed with the river. It's absolutely beautiful. But this, I was thinking about it earlier, is the perfect city to do races and challenges in, considering it is the home of the Daytona 500 as well as all of the other race events that they do here. It's really the perfect place to do races and challenges because it's home of races and challenges. So this is Beach Street. We are about to pull onto Beach Street now. I kind of have an idea of where I am now. In fact, I do. I drove up here yesterday because I wanted to know the route I would be taking, but unfortunately I forgot anyway. So we're just going to pull in behind this Volvo. It's a Volvo XC90 where they have taken the L out, so it's a Volvo.
Now I'm just going to go, so this is a closed road here, but I'm going to go straight. Now, we had talked about meeting at the courthouse, but I don't know if we're gonna do that. I don't know. Obviously, I can't call Patrick, because if I call Patrick and say, where are we meeting at? He knows I'm here. We don't want that. We want him to think he has a chance to win, and he might have one. But I doubt it. I doubt it. I feel like that was... So, right now I'm on the road where the closed bridge is, right? So this is a closed road, but I can take a left here and get to where we're going. Event parking. Oh yeah, there's a really nice baseball field right here too. Alright, so we're going to take a left here. Anybody? Nope. There's a lot of people here. There's like a little park over here, and I guess I could go park like at that little park. There's like a library too, I think. I mean, chances are Patrick would come in that way. Let's see, is there any parking over there? Yeah, there's tons of parking over here. Okay, let's go park right over here. As far as I know, I've won. I don't see Patrick anywhere. And yeah, it took me 13 minutes, 14 minutes even, basically, to put my car into park. Every time I move the hoopty, the brakes squeak. It's kind of funny.
So I think this is the courthouse, and I think we said we were meeting at the courthouse, which honestly is just a stupid idea. Two people racing to a courthouse? I mean, come on. Are you kidding me? What? How has he beaten me? The first race in Daytona Beach. And Nick won. Oh, he's got that smug smile on his face.
I'm sure he's got that smug look on his face. Oh, there's a cop. Oh, that's funny.
Those are the things I will say.
Yeah.
That sheriff did not look happy that we were here. Yeah, so I think we should leave.
Mm-hmm.
So let's go back.
I won.
We know. Okay. Well.
Did you go for a photo? It did. Hi. All right. Well, do you want to do a sign off back of the house, or do you want to sign off here?
We'll just sign off here.
Okay. Thank you all for watching.
Thank you for watching this race. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, watch another video.
Give it a thumbs up as well, and subscribe to the channel for more awesome content. Also, leave race suggestions in the comment section.
Yes, especially if they are Florida localized. One of the
Yes.
things that would be cool to do is race to Orlando.
I think that would be really fun.
Yes, we need to race to Orlando.
It would also be kind of fun to do it without having to, like, without getting on the interstate.
You're a madman. Race to Land Rover Orlando to get the car service.
Yeah, that could do it.
All right, well, that was a fun race, even though Nick won. I will see you guys in Wednesday. No, I will see you in Friday's video because Nick will see you in Wednesday's video.
Oh, really?
And then I will see you again next Monday as well. So, thank you for watching. Love you guys, and I will see you next time.